Good morning, students. In previous session, we were discussed about what is health and what is disease. How can we maintain a proper good health and how to achieve a good health. All those things we were discussed in the previous class itself. Now, let us discuss some of the common diseases in humans. Let us discuss. Means what are the diseases and what are the organisms and causes. Means for example, bacteria, virus, protozoans, helminths, fungi, etc. All these organisms were responsible for to cause disease in human organ function. Isn't it considered as a disease? That all in previous session itself we will discuss. Means what? However, all these organisms by contaminated food, water, air, or soil. However, the disease-causing organisms, all these organisms will enter into the human's body in or out and causes the disturbance in morphological and function. Morphological and function. Aspects of organs. Morphological in the sense changes in the body organ. Functional. These organisms cannot allow to perform their function. All those things are going to be happening whenever the organisms were entered into the body. And at the same time, the pathogens. Pathogens means what? Pathogens means the disease causing organisms. The disease causing organisms are called pathogens. So, the disease causing organisms are also adapt to some of the characteristic features. What are those? They can adapt to the characters, or they have new characteristic features for the survival. Means, for example, at in the digestive system itself, at different places, different values of pHs are going to be maintained. And at the same time, if you take at the stomach is acidic because of the presence of hydrochloric acid which is secreted by gastric cells, which were present in our body. So, the disease-causing organisms, the pathogens, can adapt the characteristic features to survive at that places to absorb the nutrients from the host. What is the meaning of host? What is the meaning of host? Host means The organism, the organism which gives shelter to another organism. Another organism is nothing but called a host. Then, what about parasites? Parasite. Parasite means what? The organism can depend upon another for food and shelter. Is called parasite, and in continuous process it was tossed into pathogen. Means what? By getting the free food and shelter, the population of the parasite is going to be increases. Then automatically it can disturbs the processes which will takes place in our body itself. Clear? All these things are some of the introduction for the diseases, pathogen, parasite, all those things. Now, in a textbook itself, some of the diseases were mentioned to learn about that. How these organisms, what are the organisms can causes the diseases, symptoms, all those things. Some of the diseases were mentioned. Let us discuss about it. First one is typhoid. First one is typhoid. So, how to learn about these diseases, disease causing organisms in a proper way? Let us discuss about all these things. Typhoid is a disease. How it can be causes? Means disease causing organism. First of all, disease causing organism. What is the disease causing organism? Disease causing organism is Salmonella typhi. Disease causing organism is Salmonella typhi. It is the scientific name. So must and should follow the rules. Genetic name starts with capital letter, species name starts with a small letter, and underlined separately by handwriting. The disease causing organism for typhoid is what? Salmonella typhi. It is what? Salmonella typhi is a bacteria. Salmonella typhi is a bacteria. Next, how it can be entered? How it can be entered or transfers to healthy person? How it can be entered? Means it can be entered into the healthy person through contaminated food and water. Through contaminated food and water, the disease causing organisms can be entered into the person. Next, how can you identify that the disease is typhoid? Means symptoms, identification marks regarding typhoid. Means sustained high fever, sustained high fever means nearly 39 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius temperature temperature is going to be maintained. That is sustained hygiene. And next, constipation. Digestive problems. And next, loss of appetite. You don't have any interest to take the food. Next, there is a chances for the perforation of intestine. Means in severe conditions, the holes are going to be happens to the digestive system. We knew that digestive system in the sense how it will be presented. It is a tubular structure. You knew that. Yes, it is a tubular structure. Means how it will be present. It will be present like in this way. In this way it will be present. So it was makes holes in the sense what will be happen. The food is going to be comes out before the absorption itself. So in such condition, ultimately the person is going to be, it leads to death. All these things are the symptoms for means identification marks for the disease typhoid. And at the same time, along with this, the person is going to be suffer from headache. Clear? All these things were symptoms. By observing all these symptoms, you can assume that the person is suffering from typhoid. And in NEET 19, one of the question was asked with respect to this. That's why again and again I'm going to say that to read about NEET, NCERT textbook. How can you detect? How can you diagnose the typhoid? The typhoid can be diagnosed by viral test or viral test. The typhoid is diagnosed by viral test. This is the question was came in NEET 19. Clear? So all these things are symptoms for the typhoid. Here, one of the important aspect with respect to the typhoid is it was transferred from one person to another person. Means maybe one of the person is she is actually by profession she was a cook. By profession she was a cook. So here she was one of the lady was responsible to transfer the typhoid disease from one person to another person through food. Several years because of Mary Mellon, the typhoid disease was transferred to so many people. So this is one of the points you should remember with respect to the typhoid. And next disease, one more disease is pneumonia. One more disease is pneumonia. So say disease causing organisms. Pneumonia is caused by disease causing organism and pathogen. Pneumonia is caused by Streptococcus pneumoniae, and Haemophilus influenza. Haemophilus influenza. These are the two types of organisms which were causes for pneumonia, and it is a bacteria. What is this? It is a bacterial disease itself. It is a bacterial disease itself. And next, it was transferred to. How it can be transferred from one person to another person in the sense it can be transferred by the contaminated food, water, and air droplets, and by utensils or physical things. However, means pen, paper, all those things, doorknobs, mouse, all those things will be responsible for the transfer for pneumonia from one person to another person. Next, let us discuss about symptoms. Let us discuss about symptoms. With respect to this, the very important symptom with respect to pneumonia is alveoli or fills with alveoli or fills with fluid. Alveoli or fills with fluid. This is a very important point with respect to pneumonia. Means what? Alveoli means what? These are the structural and functional units of lungs which are essential for the exchange of the gases. Alveoli are the site for the exchange of gases, but this alveoli is filled with the fluid. Hence, there is the problem for the exchange of the gases. So, in this condition, the persons are going to be suffer from the exchange of the gases itself. In this condition, so many respiratory problems will become. Along with that, the person is suffer from fever, chill, headache, etc. Along with that, actually because of this, so many severe respiratory problems will be comes. Severe respiratory problems will become because of this condition, and along with that, the person is suffering from fever, chills, all those things. In severe condition, nails are turns into gray to bluish. Clear? All these things were the symptoms for pneumonia disease. Clear? Like this, so many diseases, bacterial diseases were there, diphtheria, tetanus, like that. Some of the disease-causing hormone diseases which can causes by the bacteria itself. Then let us discuss about one more type of disease is nothing but called common cold. Common cold. one of the disease. Here, this disease is caused by disease causing organism is rhinovirus. This is also in one of the competitive question they were asked that the common cold is caused by rhinovirus. So it's very dangerous. Actually, in the society, one of the statement is there for common cold. If you take the medicine within 1 week, it's going to be controlled. If you won't take medicine, it will be take 7 days. Means what? If you take medicine or not, it will be take 7 days to cure in your body itself. There is no need to take the medicine for disease. Clear? And it can be transferred to healthy person from affected person. How in the sense the very important point is air droplets. During cough and cold condition, the droplets will comes out. So because of these air droplets, it can be transferred from one person to another person. The words by using common clothes and pens, nose, mouth, language, physical contact. However, physical contact. However, the disease causing organism can transfer from one person to another person. And next, symptoms. What are the symptoms for these common cold? Here, I want to tell one important point with respect to this is respiratory tract. Respiratory tract fills with fluid. Respiratory tract fills with the fluid. See, that is the differentiation between pneumonia to common cold. That is the differentiation between pneumonia to common cold. In pneumonia, where the fluid is filled at and live. But in common cold, the fluid is filled within the respiratory tract itself. Means what? Trachea, bronchi, bronchioles. There itself, there is no chances for the gaseous exchange, but disturbance to reach the air till the alveoli. Because of that only, in this condition, wheezings, sound will be comes. Right, that is one of the symptoms for the common cold. And this is very important, and the difference between these two are respiratory diseases only. Pneumonia as well as common cold. These two are respiratory diseases only, but pneumonia is very dangerous because wherever the gaseous exchange is going to take place, there itself the fluid is going to be fixed. But here in the respiratory tract itself, in some other way, the fluid which was filled within the respiratory tract we can send out. Clear? And next, the symptoms for this is hoarseness, sore throat, chill, fever, sore throat, headache. All these things will become under general characteristic features of common cold. So all those things will become under this common cold symptoms, and in this condition always the running nose, so discharge of the fluid will be takes place through mouth itself, sorry, nose itself. Clear? Continuous discharge of fluid through nostrils. Right, all those things will become under common cold symptoms. These are very, very important. And next, let us discuss about one more disease is amoebiasis. Amoebiasis. Here, it causes by viruses. There is no need to say again. Amoebiasis. Disease causing organism. Disease causing organism is Entamoeba histolytica. Entamoeba histolytica. This is the disease causing organism for amoebiasis. It was belongs to Entamoeba histolytica belongs to protozoan amoeba. It belongs to protozoan amoeba. I think so. All of you knew that in Protista, one of the organism is amoeba. So one of the protozoans. So many protozoans were there. Means malaria parasite, amoeba, Entamoeba histolytica. All those things will become under here itself. Right. Transfer to. It was transferred by contaminated food and water. And symptoms. With respect to this, the symptoms. What are the symptoms? Means fluid discharge. Mucus with fecal matter, and sometimes blood also, along with the fecal matter. The blood also can be releases sometimes, and abdominal pain, cramps. Abdominal pain, cramps, constipation, all those things. Some of the digestive problems will become because of this amoebiasis. This is also called amoebic dysentery. It is also called amoebic dysentery. Clear? These are some of the diseases which were mentioned in our textbook. Still some more over there will be discussed in next session itself. Thank you all. Have a good day.